Beetroot, also known as beets, is a superfood packed with essential nutrients, making it a high-demand crop for both local and international markets. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced farmer, this video will walk you through land preparation and soil requirements, best planting techniques for high yield, watering and fertilization tips, common pest and disease management, harvesting and post-harvest handling. Beetroot farming is not only easy and rewarding, but also offers great health and business benefits. Kindly watch the video and don't forget to like, subscribe and share as we push towards our 6,000 subscriber milestone. Let's grow together.
From this area to that place. But actually, what happened was that here had been infested with a lot of cyperus and other weeds. So when we applied the cow dung to it, was very fresh cow dung. We didn't have wait for it to compost very well. So when we did, thinking that by the 4th day we'll do some spraying on it before we spray before its germination. We realized on the 3rd day that it has started sprouting already. So we went in with this normal paraquat. Paraquat is a contact stuff. Those that is sprouted earlier, it affected some of them. And then what we normally do here is that we actually don't do the nursery before transplanting. We believe like when you sow at the thing, later take out. After taking it out, then you transplant. Okay. That very uniform.
Okay.
What we also do is that we do the harvest like this one, for instance. We do the harvesting like twice. Like we pick the matured ones. As you can see, maybe from 2 weeks now. Now you can see some have already started bulbing, and then we can pick. So
okay, so I want to understand some few things. There is a seed.
yes.
There is a seed for it.
Yes.
So you buy that seed,
Yes.
and what happened when I get the seed? What do I do with it?
All right. So what we normally do here, to every locality and then by the preference of the market, there is a particular seed that you may get. So we use Boro F1.
Okay.
Boro F1 beets. Sorry. And then the Boro F1 variety is that type that is very. Sometimes when you allow it, it becomes big, and then it is very earthy. It taste. When they say earthy, it is like earthy.
Okay.
That smell of earth is
Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
It is earthy and very. This is very thick red color. Buy the seed normally in 500 grams.
Okay. Okay.
So with Turak, there's another one. It's variety.
Okay.
So I get 200 grams of the Boro F1.
Okay.
And I had the Turak. Yeah. It was later that we got the Boro F1 and then we moved it to the other side.
Okay. Okay.
So like when we did out, we failed. Now, getting the seed, get the seed from a certified source where you are sure that the germination will be okay. If you like, you may also run your own germination test.
Okay.
What I normally do is that getting my seeds what I do is that I normally give it the sandy, very, very poor. So we apply manure, which is the cow dung, and then we have to incorporate it, did the raking again, do the watering, and then sometimes we used to stomp. We apply pendimentally.
Okay.
And we use the Sakura for 60 grams per liter of pendimentally in 1 liter. So we apply it, we water it for about 2-3 days, and then we sow the seeds on it.
Okay.
No matter what, you know, these sedges or cyperus, they are very stubborn weeds.
Okay.
And they will surely come. So what you do is that when you allow some of the weeds to start emerging before you plant. So that when you plant, you spray.
Okay.
When you delay it,
okay.
so that's what happens.
Okay.
So, and sometimes when we apply the cow dung, we later also incorporate the poultry manure, incorporate it into the soil again, rake or level it again, and then we plant, where it picks the seeds or the seedlings very fast. So after that, we don't do anything much, or maybe trying to put any other weedicide control on it. We rely on the manual picking of the weeds. At least we did about 2 pickings of the cyperus first.
Okay. So in planting, how many do I put in a hole?
Good.
And then what is the spacing like?
Good. So the spacing, for instance, we have a normal spacing of about 9 inches.
Okay.
9 by 9 inches. People have 10 inches. But I do 9 by 9. I do 8 by 8. And sometimes I do 7 by 7. Depending on the area and what I want to pick. Now, to determine the size of the beet too, sometimes when they give it adequate spacing, what happens is that it has a tendency to
grow bigger. Okay.
The root bulbs, I mean, it grows bigger. So sometimes you have the spacing to control how uniform the size of your roots will be like.
Okay.
So in this one, for instance, we use 9 inches, 9 by 9, where we have a special rake. It's a rake that we have, drag it, and then we cause a grid. We rake it longitudinally.
Okay.
That's what it is. Now, in picking the seeds, as you can see here, you can see that this guy has germinated later.
Okay.
This guy has germinated later. So if I take this one out, this one like this, sometimes this is seedlings on it.
Okay.
They are not different. This one is straight. So if this one not uniform like this, those ones that for instance, when you come in, this even though we have this one, but still you see some hiding. So now this is two plants here. You see? So 2 plants here. Now you just transplant it somewhere else. And then this one will work later for maybe when you harvest this one after 2 weeks. All those that you have waited, all those that you have turned will also be ready for you to harvest again.
Okay.
And that should be between the space of maybe 3 weeks.
Okay.
3 to 4 weeks. You have to put your filling in so that the uniformity will be there, and then it will be fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
it depends on the size, the spacing you want, and then the plant population you want.
okay. So when I plant, how long does it take for it to mature?
As for the maturity, 1 week to the 8th week. So by the 7th week, you have to start looking for market. Let them know that you are having some beets somewhere. So that roughly by the 8th week, you know that you have the market. Then you may start selling after the 8th week.
Okay.
So the 8th, the 9th week, it's a normal trend, but people do it 6 weeks. It depends on the climate or what the customers want. Because every part of the beet, for instance, has its own medicinal and whatever.
Okay.
So from the roots that you get, the one that you normally cut and use, and then people also use the leaves too.
Some people also buy the leaf.
Yes. No. From here we don't buy.
Okay.
Whatever this
Okay.
is, maybe for your medicinal purposes.
Okay.
What you want to get, the leaves we can make use of it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's in our culinary.
So, you said how many weeks? 6 to.
By the 6th week, start looking for market.
6 to.
So by the 7th week,
Then
yes,
I have.
to 8th week, you may start harvesting.
Okay.
So like 1 week on top, 2 weeks on top, you must finish harvesting.
So how is it sold? Is it in bags?
Yes, it is in bags. But I'm not taking my time to weigh it here.
Okay.
Because of we had a skill. We have those that describe the dealers 150 kg, but then mine had more function.
Okay.
The other one that you have is so big that you cannot carry it.
Okay. So the bag, is it number 4 on?
No, it's number 4. That should be number 4.
The tiny bag.
The tiny bag.
Okay. On number 2. So, yes. Okay. So how much does a bag cost?
So it depends. When it's not in the system, last year it was as much as 2,000.
A bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 2,000. So last year, for instance, I sell mine at about 7,000.
Okay.
Before it was coming down to selling mine around 1,000. Before later it came down. When the glass came later,
Okay.
it came to.
So from a bed, how many bags can I get? Oh.
If the bed should be uniform for you, man, I tell you, you can get
This. What is the? Do you remember the length of this?
Roughly 2 meters. By 1.
2 meters by 10, and I can by 13, 14, and I can get. You said how many bags? 3 bags.
When it is
Uniform. And even if a bag goes for 1,000, that is 3,000.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. So what are some of the challenges in beetroot farming?
The challenge is that unfortunately this routine vegetables depends on the fertilization trend, or how would I put it? Their requirements. It's routine, so your pH should be high.
Okay.
Potassium should later be high. It's not too much of N. When I talk about N, the nitrogen, it will give you a lot of leaves. You may not be getting
the roots.
You may not be getting what you want.
Okay.
You desire. So another challenge is that it has these skeletonizers. When I say skeletonizers, those insects that have the chewing this.
Okay. They feed on the leaves.
They feed on the leaves and then they perforate it a lot.
Okay.
Thereby it reduces your photosynthesis and then the performance of your So occasionally you have to do the spraying. And the type of spraying and the period, the time of maturity, and then the type, it depends on the type of spraying you should also do. Like for instance, let's say we started with some Warrior Super, and then we also do